won't, because it gives me more balance.
All right, okay.
So if I just do a little
Yeah,
walk,
do a little walk over there for us so we can see.
quite stiff.
Oh, yes.
Left hand side stroke.
Yes, yeah. Right, have a seat.
And I've got a very sore lower back.
All right. And what's your first name?
Linda.
Linda. Right, Linda. Now usually at a show I'll do probably half a dozen in the first half. There'll be 3 this first half because they're longer ones, they're bigger ones. That's the nature of what I need to do. So again, I just asked for healing for Linda. And I asked for that healing in accordance with God's will. As much as me, as a human being, emotionally, I might be really empathetic and I really want Linda to get well, that gets in the way of the healing. It's almost like a business-like. I intend healing for Linda in accordance with God's will. Okay, now the surgeon that's working on this, Dr. Augusto de Almeida, and he says you have a lot of perseverance and determination. Yeah, yeah, he recognises that. But he also says sometimes you push against the wrong walls. Yeah, life isn't meant to be as hard as you at times have made it. Yeah, sometimes there's doors that open for you and you're supposed to move through those doors, not knock on another one that's closed shut. Yeah, and sometimes in life it's hard to know, isn't it? Do I keep on going down this path or not? Sometimes it's when it gets too hard. If something's going really hard, really hard, really hard, is it that I have to learn determination and keep going, or is it that's the path I shouldn't be going down? Okay. What he's saying is that you've paid a lot of attention to others and their needs rather than to what your needs are. Yes. Yeah? And life needed to be brought back more into balance, which is why you've suffered with your health, because if you didn't make yourself sick, you'd still be there 24/7 for everybody else. Yeah, and so this whole journey is about bringing things back into balance. And you are more gentle than most people that you cross paths with.
He's nodding.
Everything she says. Yeah. And that can be hard if you're gentle. If you're gentle and people that you cross paths with aren't gentle, that can be hard. And so just recognise that and be glad that you're gentle. Gentle's good. We should aspire to gentleness. Gentleness and humility are good things to aspire to. Okay, so there's going to be a teaching for everybody as I do this healing by the looks of things. So Dr. Augusto is the speaker. He's saying that each of you has had a unique journey. Nobody else has walked your life journey. Nobody else ever will. And along that journey you've accumulated some feelings, some memories, some thoughts. Your perception of what happened to you through this life's journey is unique to you. You've got your views as a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, an 8 3/4-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 27-year-old. You hold all those different perceptions. Now, some of those perceptions serve you well. If you were loved as a baby and you felt loved by both parents, that perception will serve you well. But if you didn't feel loved, if you felt rejected, if your parents didn't have enough time for you, if they were critical of you, or if they set you ridiculously hard standards or they worked you like a slave, your perception of yourself may have got contaminated by your experiences here. So the most important thing you can learn from today is that you are not the story of your life. That's just a chronological list of what's happened to you, seen through the eyes of a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, an 8 3/4-year-old, yeah? It's not the absolute truth. And I'm just going to give you a story. This is one from Jeanette's experience. So he's handing over to me. So I was running a workshop in Napier, and I was talking about beliefs and perceptions, and this lady came out and told me that her father was a rapist. She'd seen her father rape her mother when she was a child. And we did a lot of work to do with beliefs and perceptions. As a result of that, she went home and she decided she was actually going to tell her mum that when she was 8, she'd seen her dad rape her, because she'd seen through the banister of the stairs. She'd heard her mum scream, seen her dad rape her mum. And thereafter, whenever her girlfriends came to the house, they'd never leave down the stairs. If Dad was coming up the stairs, she let them climb out the bedroom window. And she had nothing to do with her father, wasn't speaking to him. So she went home from the workshop and she told her mum what she'd seen, and her mum was saying, "You what? Your dad's never raped me. They were having sex." But the 8-year-old didn't know that that was sex. The 8-year-old thought that was rape. She started to build a relationship with her father. See how her perception could shape her reality, yeah? And you're gentle. You're gentle. Yeah? That's your basic nature. Okay. Now, your legs. Legs is standing up for yourself. Yes. So that's what you felt. You felt from day one, being born, almost. You've had to stand up for you because nobody has been there to stand up for you. That makes sense?
It does.
Yeah. See, that wouldn't make sense to anybody else here, but this is her story. It's her reality. It's not a story she's told herself in her head. It's what happened. There was nobody that was going to stand up for her, so she had to stand up for herself. Again. And again. And again and again.
You're going to make me cry.
I'm sorry. But that's the healing. That's the releasing. Now, why do babies have legs? So they can learn to walk if they didn't have legs. Yeah? It's not rocket science, is it?
So they can keep you when you go to sleep at night when you're hearing them.
Yeah, that's the one. Give them a kick.
Yeah.
Right, so babies have legs. We all were born with legs without something goes wrong at biological level. We're born with legs. So that's a clear indication that at some stage in this journey of life, we're all going to have to stand on our own 2 feet. And you go through a journey of being able to stand on your own 2 feet. And then as we get older again, we then start having to learn how to be dependent on others. Have you noticed? You know, as babies we wear the nappies, and as older ones we wear the nappies. As babies we can't walk, and as older ones we can't walk again. Yeah, unless we're really healthy and aware of our bodies. So there's this fascinating journey we go where we learn to be independent, and then we have to become dependent again in some way, shape or form. And the human species is designed for us to be dependent. We're not designed, no man is an island, we're not designed to be separate. If we lived separately, there'd be no more human beings at the end of the human race. Okay, so let's go back to this. You've had to learn to stand on your own 2 feet again and again and again and again. And what you would dearly love at a deep, deep level, you'd love for life not to be so hard. Yeah. So that's the deal. From this point forward, it won't be so hard. Who else would like that? Right, for no additional cost. Even those of you watching at home, for no additional cost, this is the thing. I want you to think about how many times you say to yourself in your head, it's hard, it's too hard. Yeah. When you say that, your whole body believes, your whole body hasn't got a separate brain that assesses what you're thinking, whether it's true or not. Your brain listens. So if you're saying it's too hard, I can't go on, or whatever, if you're saying it's too hard, your whole body is thinking, oh shit, it's too hard. I think of myself as the ruler of a 6,500 trillion celled community of cells, which is my body. I'm the ruler. And the ruler can either be a peaceful, wise ruler or a tyrant that makes me do things I don't want to do when I'm tired. Yeah? Or it could be the peaceful ruler that says, yeah, time for a massage. I like it when he says that. The rest of me has to listen, of course. All right, so if life is hard, it's because over a period of time in the past, you have said, your perception has been that life is hard. So if you stop seeing it as hard, guess what? It stops being hard. I'm going to give you a ridiculous example that some of you will get, some of you might not get. But this is with a parking ticket. All right. You know what it's like when you get a parking ticket? I do this little, really? Can't they get a real job? What kind of a person gives out parking tickets? You know, I mean, really, they're second only to tax inspectors. You know, sorry. I do this little internal dialogue. Not anymore, I used to. Now, parking tickets are a blessing. I'm so grateful for that parking meter having assistant, having more presence than me and bringing me into presence, because parking tickets bring us into presence. Yeah, they bring us into this moment. Maybe I wasn't observant, maybe I didn't see the yellow lines. Yeah, and the parking ticket brings me into presence. Now, if I see it as a blessing, my whole system responds. It's like, oh goody, I got 2 today. I'm super lucky.
They love me.
Yeah, they love me. Parking meters are looking out for me specially. They are my parking meter angels. Yeah. But if I respond like it's a blessing, guess what? It is a blessing. But when I respond like it's the worst thing that ever happened to me in my life, I mean, in New Plymouth, a parking ticket's $18. It's not that big a deal, really. Yeah. They're a bit pricier in the UK. I didn't want one in the UK. But I'm not saying go out there and get parking tickets. That's not the teaching. But if you respond as though it's a blessing, whatever shows up in your life, it's a blessing. I'm homeless. It's a blessing. I'm free. I wanted to be a gypsy. I got booted out of my home. It's a blessing. Yeah. If you see it as a blessing, it becomes a blessing. The universe is saying your energy's come up. You're ready for something new. Not just you, hubby and child. They're all ready for something new. Now, what's happening for you? What sensations have you got?
Well, I can feel things in my left side.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
I don't
my hands are
usually.
here, I don't know what, I'll be working there on a solar plexus chakra or sacral centre.
Like in my arm, and I just felt all relaxed.
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
Normally, I mean, my dready pains in my legs,
Yeah.
you know, just every day
Yeah.
in this leg, but
Used to.
generally used to. Yeah, no more. It's a blessing. No more.
Let's see you walk. Let's see if there's a difference here. Now, bear in mind, you will be a little bit. Let's that thought go. Go on. No, go on. We'll go. Let that thought. I don't want to create a negative belief.
Bit stiff.
Definitely less stiff. You can see that. Yeah.
And I think more even.
Yeah.
Not sort of limpy,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there we go.
limpy loppy, sort of.
Cool.
I know, the strokes are a funny old thing.
They are. I always consider them strokes of genius. Seriously, they shut down. Usually they will shut down. So yours has affected your right brain, eh?
Yeah,
The
but
right brain affecting the left side.
yes, that's right,
Yeah.
yes.
And it's to get us to use the other part of the brain more. So strokes in themselves, I don't consider them bad at all. See, if we consider something bad, like if we consider a stroke bad or cancer bad, or let's say I've got a bad knee. It's not a bad knee, it's an injured knee, it's a sore knee. Don't call it bad. Don't give it that label. It's a knee that needs some attention, some TLC right now. But wherever we manifest cancer, there's some thoughts or some feelings in that part of the body that need attention. And the cancer's just doing that to like wave a red flag to say, hey look guys, you've forgotten this. Little story that is consistent. This is one that's happened for me again and again. When I work on a lady who's been happily married for some years, 2, 3 kids, happily married, husband goes off, has an affair, usually with a younger woman. Within 2 years of that, the wife gets breast cancer. 2 years, 24 months, I can almost 23, 24 months, bang, breast cancer. Why? They felt resentment. They gave their body to give birth to the kids. They've done everything for the family. They've obviously, when you're a mom, like a chap I met once, he says, oh, I know you're single. I said, how do you know I'm single? He says, you've got your nails done. Mums never have the nails done. It's not always true, but he knew how to pick a single, they have the nails done. But mums, wives, haven't got time to have the nails done. Yeah? But if you've given of yourself in that relationship, thinking that you were there together, and then somebody comes along, and then what is really, it's the dagger in the heart, if you like, is that new woman, and I consider, this is a personal opinion, but I consider there are women who are homemakers and women who are home breakers. It's very hard to be both. It's very hard to be both. And if you've had your home broken by another woman, and this is my personal opinion, I'll probably get a load of flack for this, but I feel let down by the other woman. I feel that I've been crossed by another woman who may or may not know me, that has done this to another woman, another mother. So, all right, yeah, I will come out the other side of this. So, if they have done that, then what happens is this mother of children then has to let the other woman spend time with her kids and influence her kids and her daughter. I mean, that would just about kill you, wouldn't it? And often the women with the breast cancer, if after the marriage the man and wife get together, usually the wife lives. But if they don't, very often the wife dies. Because what's the point in living? Oh no, I'm not going to say, no, don't get me wrong, I'm just talking about the manifestation of cancer within the woman's breast and what she's going through. But yeah, absolutely, men absolutely have a part to play in this. I'm not letting them off by any means. But wouldn't it be nice if we as women supported other women and didn't get involved with any men that were married or in a committed relationship to somebody else, and made it really, really clear, right, I don't get involved unless... Because the reality is that if they'll cheat on somebody, they will cheat on you. Yeah? Right, another little walk. Let's see how we're doing. You don't look as wobbly. You don't look as wobbly. It was before it was, yeah. Yeah. How's that feeling?
Feeling actually pain the legs good too, both legs.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, awesome.
Yes.
That's brilliant.
Just
Right.
the back.
Right. So we're going to have
What
a
do you
little...
like with bladders?
Sometimes they piss me off.
Mine's pissed me off every day for 7 years.
Yeah. So bladders play off.
Overreach.
Pay up when you're pissed off. Yeah, it's different cells in your body process different feelings. If you're full of crap, you'll be constipated. If you won't let the old shit go, that's constipation. And if you're pissed off, it's your bladder. We're going to have a tea break now, though, so we'll pause the film, but I'll